All right, so I was telling you that we did, that I found that little pod decks.
Yeah.
Not pod dicks. Pod decks. It's I've been looking at it for like probably the past year, and it's a cool like little like podcast like interview questions, because sometimes when you have boring people on, it's really hard to come up with.
Kind of like went like that.
I know, yeah. It's almost like I got him into cryptocurrency. I'm making money someday. Like, what the hell?
It's weird that I was making a joke and you guys pointed out it's not so funny anymore. But no, so when you don't really like, the conversation comes, or you just want to have, some funny questions. It basically is just a deck of interview questions and kind of helps you through. Or if you're not
rolling.
Yeah, if you're not good with interviewing either or anything like that, not just gonna put it all on the guest. But if you're not good at being good at the I can't talk right now.
Yeah,
Jeez,
like right
If you're
now.
not good at the being at the talking.
Come on, man.
If you're not,
retarded?
Try to relax your anus.
He just really wanted to punch the mic.
yeah, exactly.
Dwight, you ignorant slut.
So if you're not really good with interviewing, or you just need a little, a little bump, or you have asked every question you can think of, sometimes it kind of helps out. And it was only actually decks of cards, but now they have an app for it, which you have to pay for some of the decks, which is there's a lot of them. So, but they give you kind of a sample of some of them. So I I'll go through these and see what we got. So, would you rather be buried alive or drowned?
What the fuck?
Yeah, these are horrible.
Buried alive? So I'm dying either way.
Yeah, exactly. If you had to die, would you rather?
I guess drown. I'd rather be drowned.
Yeah, even though drowning is my worst fear, I heard that it's an easy way to go.
Yeah, people have said that it's peaceful. I don't know how it could be peaceful when
How do you know? How do you know what they say if they're dead?
I know. I'm saying other people that have because I think
the thought of being buried alive just reminds me of a cat trying to claw its way out of a box.
Yeah,
that's to me what I would be doing.
It reminds me of Step Brothers when he buries them at the very end. He's like, zombie. I think drowning. Even though like you, I don't like. It's a huge fear of mine. I think drowning would be...
either way, you're trapped. Whether you're drowning, you're trapped in the water, or...
Hands are getting clammy.
All right, let's move on to it. I don't like that question.
Have you ever had a crush on a boss or a coworker?
No.
No?
No. I've worked with mainly dudes smell.
Yeah, true. Well, that would be awkward. He had a crush on me.
Yes, I can say yes to that. Not current.
I was going to say, you better watch it.
In high school.
Dwight, you ignorant slut.
At my golf course job.
Your golf course job.
Was he the pro? Was he the tour pro?
No, he wasn't, because that was my coach.
I was going to say, that's usually what it is, right?
No, it was the guy that I worked with.
Definitely have. I worked in bars, so I mean, it's, I don't know if it was the alcohol speaking or if it was, my other head speaking.
It was because it was a dark bar and alcohol.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say it was a dark person. I was like...
No, you put a dark environment and alcohol together, then everyone
you're good.
can look
Everyone's
amazing.
Alcohol, you put there, and it's like dance clubs and all this, and you know what? Yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah. And then after hours, when you sit there and you're drinking at the bar, counting out your tips or whatever, it's funny. Yeah, exactly. And probably cocaine. What cool feature will all airplanes be equipped with 20 years from now?
20 years? 20 years?
Yeah,
I don't think we'll have airplanes in 20 years. I think we'll be on to something else, but...
Because 20 years ago, we didn't have Wi-Fi on planes or,
I'm probably going to say...
But we actually had dinners on planes, right?
I'm probably going to say bigger windows, bigger windows,
So your little porthole?
Yeah, instead of just this, an actual pane, that's gonna.
I'm gonna say a nicer bathroom.
Yeah. Because those
suite.
things are. Yeah, but then at the same time, doesn't that
I will not go to the bathroom on a plane.
Really?
Because they're so small.
Yeah, they're small.
Weird, and it's, I don't know.
It is definitely weird. Obviously being a dude, it's easier to stand up and pee, and it's not the sitting down thing. But I have had to drop a deuce on a plane before, and it is like that. dude, I'm sitting down. Like, what if it just like gets sucked out? Like, not like my poop, but like the whole bathroom
I
gets
don't
like
think
sucked out of
I've
the plane.
actually ever gone to the bathroom on a plane.
Really?
That's crazy.
Well, you should as an experience.
Like when we went to Austin,
It's
I
not
made
that long of a
sure,
ride.
but I made sure not to drink before.
Really?
Oh, yeah, because I was like, I'm not gonna have to go to
That's
the bathroom.
wild, man. That's
I mean,
crazy.
we did have a drink on the plane because
Yeah.
it was Southwest, and
Yeah,
of course
exactly.
they serve alcohol.
Yeah.
The minute you get on, would you like a drink?
Absolutely.
Yes, but no.
Let me see.
Oh, you know what? It'll probably be they'll get rid of the people working. No more.
Oh, it'll be like all automated.
Yeah, it'd be robots serving you.
Interesting. That I could
You
could
push
see
a
that.
button, not the little call button above you, but just some button like when you're gambling
Mm-hmm.
at Pachanga and you push the button for a drink and you say what you want.
That's a thing?
Yeah. You
Yeah,
can order
like
a
at the
drink
little
right
thing.
from your slot machine.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
I
say
mean,
like I want a coffee, I want a margarita, whatever, and
mean,
you make it.
And then obviously like the top heavy waitress like still comes up and gives you the drink.
Yeah, you can't pay credit card yet, so you have to still pay cash.
Oh,
but it's
okay.
cool. Like you
That is
literally can
different.
order that
That's cool. I
that
didn't know
way.
that.
Okay, so if you could choose anyone in the world to become friends with, who would you choose?
Anyone in the world to be
Yeah.
friends with?
Yeah.
Who we besties with.
I don't know. Like, are we talking like celebrity? I guess anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, there's just so many options.
Yeah, I know. Like
I don't like people
I'd
enough to-
probably go with. It's out of left field, y'all. And never heard of him, but Zach Bryan. Have you guys ever heard of Zach Bryan? But this young man is a fucking superstar, and he's going to the moon. But he's just a young, kind of country folk artist. Like
I've heard
every song that he sings just hits me. Like every single damn one of them. It's just there's something about this kid that and he's young too. I think he might even be like 28, 29 years old.
Okay.
He's a Navy kid. He just separated from the Navy recently to pursue his music career. But yeah, I think he's probably my number one.
So he has a crush?
Yeah, I do. Fat
That's
man
his
crush
man
on him.
crush.
What about you?
I don't know
Do you
because
say anyone from Gilmore Girls? I will.
well, no, because like when it comes to celebrities, like I have a hard time trusting anyone that's
Hasn't diddled
so-
the kid.
That's why I didn't pick a big one because I feel like
so,
this guy
I
could
think
go a
of
long
people
way.
like that I've seen in movies and shows that I love because I love their characters. So I am assuming that's kind of how they are. But
Yeah.
no, that's not true. So I don't know. This one's a tough one for me to answer, to be honest.
I'd say as someone who's funny, because obviously I like joking around. That's one of the main reasons why.
You're gonna say Joe Rogan.
Maybe like Rogan, because like he's funny, but he's also he has a pretty open mind about things, so he's not very like even just seeing over the course of the past couple of years, seeing how his mind has been open to different things, and so he's not like someone who'd be like on CNN or like someone who's very closed minded, where it doesn't matter what it is. I think
He has no narrative. He's got no agenda to push.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's
like that.
He's very open about stuff like that, or even maybe someone like that, like Dave Landau, the comedian that's on the Crowder Show. I don't know if you watched it recently.
Not recently, but I know the Crowder Show.
Yeah, so Dave Landau, he's a comedian. He was actually on the Anthony Cumia show.
Okay.
But now he is Crowder's third chair, so he's like right there.
Got it.
So he just throws in those funny little one-liners and whatever, and he's absolutely hilarious. We did since it's Comedy Central, they flagged and blocked our video because copyright. But we did a reaction to one of his stand-up things that was on Comedy Central.
That's cool.
The This Is Not Happening, the Ari Shaffir show that was on there for a while is one of those. It was pretty neat. I'll send you the link.
Okay.
But yeah, no, just because he's funny as hell, like when watching Crowder, you can see in his face whenever they go, like they cut to him or whatever, you can see he's trying not to say a joke with every fucking thing that is said. So I think having that hilarity like at all times, it would just be real.
That's
interesting.
funny.
Do you have someone else?
No, I was really thinking about it.
And
That's
you can't-
sad. There isn't anyone that stands out in my mind. I would
No
literally
one?
just be throwing out a name to throw a name.
You don't like people still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you think built the Great Pyramids?
It's clearly 100% aliens.
Yeah, there's no way it's anyone
Like,
else.
think about it. There's nothing.
No,
You can't tell me it's not.
Do you really think it was a bunch of Egyptians?
Even if you were go to Home Depot right now and you had unlimited money, could you build one even 1/10 that size with that accuracy?
I'm sorry, where I thought you were going with this is, can you go to Home Depot and pick up all the Mexicans outside, bring them over?
Oh, hey,
and help
that's
them?
anything at Home Depot. If you can do, I said unlimited budget, so
No, okay. So, and
Are you saying because of the manpower involved, the equipment involved?
I'm talking about the scale, the
architecture.
cutting of the things, perfect right angles.
What is the height of the pyramids?
Tall. Next question.
I was just gonna say the same fucking thing.
Look it up. You have the phone out. I'm very curious.
Thank
What
you, because I don't want to lose where I'm at on this thing. No, it's ridiculous because it's even like it's the amount of bricks that are on there. I saw a little like one of those YouTube or like Facebook shorts or that's a YouTube thing, but like one of those little quick videos like TikTok-ish type things, where it was talking about the pyramids and how. Like ridiculous, like the amount of bricks that are on there, the architecture, because it's not just the outside. There's a whole like on the inside of the pyramids. There's rooms
Mazes.
and fucking all this fucking
454 feet.
Okay, so what is that equivalent to in like in like how many story building?
A lot.
How tall is it? Tall. How many is that? A lot.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
If we broke that down and said like it's like Pachanga tall.
Yeah. What is that right there? Oh, what the fuck that was? That was me breathing just now. That weird ass noise. I don't know what that was.
Wait.
I don't know. I was just breathing in. There was something like Lord. Just in the middle of my
that was
throat.
creepy.
I don't know what the fuck that was. Okay, I'm good.
Do it. Oh my god, that was a bee. It's like
Oh my god, what's in here?
yeah, I was like,
Okay, anyways, guys. So,
That's
I'm
what's
leaving
said.
that. I'm leaving that in there.
No.
That's hilarious. Being comfortable with violence is a must nowadays. Whether it's in a parking lot, a store, at school, or church, if you're faced with violence, you got to be comfortable with it. You got to have that violent vibe about you. So, if it happens, you already have that. You don't have to get in that mode. You're already ready to go. I'm trying to mix two different ad reads in one because we're switching the names over, right?
Yeah.
So, check out comfortablyviolent.bigcartel.com. Use the promo code TD20 for 20% off. And, go to go to @violent.
Come on, man.
My brain just reset. Go to @violent_vibe_tribe on Instagram to check out all their shit. And I think actually Tilda Studios, me and this one over here are going to be doing some designs for them too, which is pretty dang cool. Everyone, jerking each other off. It always helps. Just a little circle jerk.
it's a
little
group effort.
The little double Dutch rudder. Remember what that is?
Oh god, I don't want to know.
It's where...
Stop.
No, it's where you grab like two.
No.
It's like where two dudes are grabbing their own dicks, but like you grab the guy's arm, so you're kind of. Oh man. So you're kind of
Stop.
you're kind of jerking him off, but you're not really. It's not gay because you're not touching his dick. Like he's touching his dick, so you just. It's like if someone did this. But you're doing it at the same time, so it's like gay but not gay. It's like gay because you're seeing another dude's penis, but it's not gay because you're touching the dude's
Stop.
penis. So, anyways, go check out comfortablyviolent.bigcartel.com and @violent_vibe_tribe to check out their shit.
Sorry, Nick.
Go do it. Double Dutch rudder.
All right, so it's taller than Big Ben. It's taller than the Statue of Liberty.
Damn.
It looks like maybe about a third of the Eiffel Tower.
A third of the Eiffel Tower.
That's pretty fucking tall.
That's massive.
But
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. So, okay, so what if they just took a lot of years to build?
Well, didn't they do it where they were able to actually carbon date the actual stones and where they picked them out from and where they dragged them to? And they said
Sure they did, but
yeah, they said it was all relatively quickly done, like a couple of years. For that to be done you would think probably 10, 20 years to get that done. But I mean, they
How
were
long
able
does
to
it take to get a freeway fixed?
Well, that's different. Now you're talking about like bureaucracy.
But
and all
I'm
that shit.
just saying, if it takes that long to do that,
It'll take 2 years for them to fix the 15 that they're starting the project on next year.
Damn.
No, I honestly think there was a comedian that was saying that I think it was Andrew Schultz. He was talking about how he thinks that the pyramids were done by Mexicans.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because they also have pyramids
they do
down in South America.
There's
Mazatlan.
pyramids in Russia. Like they're finding pyramids in Russia now. Yeah,
And there's pyramids underwater also, right?
There's pyramids
That's
under
it.
the ground.
That's what's going to happen. So
The Mexicans are going to rise up.
We're taking our pyramids back.
no,
damn it.
they're hiding in the
We're good.
pyramids.
You married in. You're good
Yeah,
too.
you're fine.
They're hiding in the pyramids, and then during next year, February, they're going to come out and take over.
The Mexicans or the aliens?
The aliens.
Aliens.
Oh, the world's falling apart. Now's a good time for us to come out.
Hello, world.
Come on,
Seriously.
Okay, so
But I was wrong.
see.
It took 20 years. It took 20 years, is from what I just read.
Okay.
So it took a while. Yeah. So you're right. It could have been.
Let's
Someone
see.
was
But still,
assigned to
did they
sanding.
did they have the technology for the cutting? Is the thing. Like, how do they make the cuts? Is my question. I'm sure we can get super deep into this, and I'm sure people have, but.
Okay.
Laser beams. That's what it was.
What
in
would
the
you
sky.
out of any superhero? What would you like? Who would you be if you could be any superhero?
Or just what power we would have? Or
superhero. So it has to be a superhero.
Was the Punisher a superhero?
Yeah, he was. It's not like he had any extra powers, but I mean,
Yeah, he was there. No, he had kind of a rough home life.
yeah, your whole family would be murdered by the Kingpin.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, see? Black Widow, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah. But I mean, what's...
All of them kind of came from a...
Yeah, that's what makes him relatable,
Yeah.
What is
Or a villain. You could be a
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord?
I'm gonna go with Star-Lord.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your mom would die of cancer, and your dad was a planet. All right, cool. What
guess.
about you?
Yeah, but if you think of all the backgrounds of most of the superheroes,
Yeah,
they
they got
come
some
from
fucked up
horrible
shit.
Yeah,
backgrounds.
exactly.
So that's
Exactly.
probably the...
Yeah.
No, okay, I don't want to be her, but I don't remember her backstory.
Who?
Captain Marvel.
She was a badass.
Yeah.
She was a badass that she
The
had
character, the
Yeah.
actress sucks a bag of dicks.
I liked it, but that's just me.
I
But
think,
what
no,
was her background?
her background?
She was a fighter pilot.
She was a fighter pilot.
But she didn't have like a terrible experience. Like her parents didn't like die.
There
or-
were
no.
guys that told her to smile more. No, I don't know about
So I mean,
her
hers
parents
is
or anything like
hers is
that.
pretty cool because she didn't like rise
She
up
absorbed
from,
it. She
Yeah.
didn't. She
Yeah.
wasn't born with it.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah,
So that's kinda
true.
cool.
Yeah, I like
but
that.
her memory was wiped.
Correct.
Because
Oh, that's
when
right.
she got hit with the thing, then Jude Law's character took her to the Kree planet and then retrained her, and she had no
Jude
clue
Law, that was his
what
name.
was going on. Jude Law.
Yeah, that was his name.
I don't remember.
And then so I mean, yeah, I could see that too. I Tony Stark. For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
good one.
he's a millionaire, and he can build, and he's a genius.
He has all the money he wants. He has all the weapons he wants.
What does his wife turn into?
Are you talking about Pepper?
Yeah.
What does his wife turn into? What do you mean?
Doesn't she become a superhero on her own right?
Yeah, well, but that was
Wait,
it
she
was
did?
kind of like forced. Yeah, in Iron Man 3, she got the Extremis program. Remember they injected her and she became all crazy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
I like Pepper.
How did she get rid of that? Okay, because
I think the movie just ended and
Yeah.
then that was it.
Yeah.
They didn't,
And then they didn't
right
talk
to
about
the
it.
they took the makeup off and
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I mean, and then I was gonna say he has Pepper too. So I mean, and he had a lavish lifestyle when it comes to women before that, and then he had Pepper. So I mean, he lived his life.
So like you were like a whore before and then settled down.
That's right, you ignorant slut.
No, but I think because he has the ability to to do a bunch of awesome things, and all the inventions he has, and all the
I mean, you and
whatever.
I kind of are Pepper, and Tony.
Except
Minus
I'm a
the money.
dumbass. Shut up. Okay, so what would be your theme song and why?
My theme song.
Yes.
That would take
I could have you could have multiples though. You could have like a theme song for eating, you have a theme song for sex, like you have so many different theme songs.
What would be your eating theme song?
What would be your sex theme song?
No, I don't want to know that one.
I don't know. It's a good question.
Haters wanna hate, lovers wanna love.
None of the above.
Okay.
It'd be Casey and the Sunshine Band. Let's get down tonight.
Yeah. Dang, that's a good question.
That's difficult.
Okay, we can move on. We can move on
That
to
would
another
require
one.
some thought.
So I think okay, I'm gonna go
You
with
good? Okay.
I'm gonna go with "Summertime" from Atmosphere. I think that would probably be my theme song.
I have no clue.
I don't think you can play, but because for DCA or whatever, but
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
I need to brush up on
We'll
that.
play it after this.
Do you have a? That's a little tricky,
Yeah,
right?
I would have to think on that. I don't know.
So we will go to the next one. Let's see. Would you rather never wear shorts or socks again? Like never wear shorts or never wear socks again?
I'd rather never wear socks again, I guess.
Okay, so stinky ass feet.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You know what I mean? Like there's either stinky ass feet or you got
Or just wear flip flops everywhere.
true.
Yeah.
I would say no shorts because I can wear skirts.
Oh, fuck you.
So
I forgot.
Hey, it's 2021, almost
Yeah, we can do
2022.
whatever I
We
want,
can wear
actually.
skirts too, okay? It's all
We're
right.
bringing it back. Violent Vibe Tribe
wear-
is dropping
I'm not-
skirts this year.
you know what? I can wear a skirt. Okay,
A skirt.
I'm bringing those back.
Jesus. Choking over here. No, I don't know if you ever used to watch wrestling back in the day, but there were a bunch of there were some Scots, like Scottish dudes.
Oh, that would wear kilts?
Yeah, they were like real men wear shorts.
So is that
wear
going to be
shorts.
the next collab between you guys?
Yeah,
I'm not touching
gonna
I'm
be-
not touching those.
He's all about the plaid.
It's
So
gonna be
just
our
bring that
podcast
back.
Christmas picture. You know what? I think. Okay, what weird thing would you make socially acceptable if you could?
Farting.
Yes.
Of course you would have
No,
that.
I'm kidding. I don't
Oh
know.
man, that would suck.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
What socially? What is it? What
Socially
would you?
awkward.
What socially awkward? What weird thing would you make socially acceptable nowadays?
Dang.
Dang. Common sense?
Yeah.
Because it's not very common nowadays. Yeah,
Yeah.
our Vivint system is beeping.
I don't know. I kind of like the balance that everything's in right now. I feel like if you were to introduce something, it would fuck everything up.
But I feel like that's kind of what's happening nowadays.
All
like
the
there's
weird stuff is becoming socially acceptable.
Yeah.
yeah. And if you're
and you can't call anyone weird anymore.
Yeah.
You really can't.
Yeah,
It's
because
like-
then you're a white supremacist. Even though I'm Mexican.
Yeah, or you're shaming someone for something. It's like some people need some shame, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
It's humbling.
And how many times have you been shamed for something in your life because it's weird or whatever, and then that's how you learn, like, oh, okay, cool, maybe do something a little bit different, right?
I'd probably say, like singing, like just people, because like think about that, like not like you don't really go to the mall and like see somebody like just walking around like singing something that they want to.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, I feel like that would
Because
just be a
people
small
like
little
me and her
like,
would be making.
I think it's just
funny-
like a small little thing, small little sacrifice.
Yeah,
that,
exactly. Yeah.
I don't know.
Anything over there?
no, because I want people to keep their weird things to themselves.
That's true.
I mean, think
Because your
about
weird
it. Like,
thing is probably different than my weird thing, and my weird thing is just definitely different than y'all's weird thing.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's
and
probably you're probably right.
there's a line because there's some weird things that definitely should be kept in your home.
Yeah.
to yourself.
Yeah.
And then other things are just strange. Maybe it wouldn't harm anyone, but it's just
And
you know
like
what I mean?
me saying common sense is like I also like just kind of being a decent, like not rude person. Like it seems like so many more people are rude or like don't give a fuck about the people around them.
Yeah.
So since that is kind of the norm now, I think that that's almost like a weird thing.
Well,
so
I think,
like bring that back.
I think it would
and
be
make
the
it-
manners thing is kind of what would go out the
Yeah.
window, or like simple things, like you're saying, just like things that you might do around your house, but you know when you're in public, I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to like annoy people.
Yeah.
It'd be things like, you know, not wearing shoes maybe when you go out, like you're in the mall just walking
Yeah.
around barefoot, like you don't like wearing
No,
shoes,
that's weird.
but you know,
Yeah.
just things
Yeah.
like that.
It's
I
like-
think the world would get very weird very quick.
Exactly. I think we've already let enough, because I mean the amount of times when we're at Disneyland, people like, you know, they just walk right fucking in front of you, or they stop right in front
Oh
of
yeah,
you.
the
or
stopping
they
in front of you thing that will drive me up the fucking wall.
well, have fun.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna be
I've been
interesting
there.
for
No,
you.
like the amount of times that she probably hears me go, excuse you, that was smart. Yeah, just stand right in the way when you're like, we'll walk by someone and I'll be like, that's a good idea. You should have just stood right there in the middle of the way and not,
Because people keep like running into
yeah,
them.
Right?
Exactly. I'll after maybe an hour and a half. Like I think like an hour and a half to 2 hours is my threshold of like, okay,
Of
I'm
being
not
polite
gonna
and
shoulder
kind
check
and-
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now if you're gonna walk straight in front of me, if our
You're getting shoulder
this
checked.
physics, dude,
You know
like two things can't occupy the same space. So if you're gonna try and walk into my space, you're gonna get shouldered. I'm sorry, or I'm gonna hit your foot.
Poor
Or
children,
If
yeah.
your children are walking at like swinging water bottle level and they run into you, Jen's gonna hit them in the face. Like,
They're gonna get a hydro flask.
no, I'm dead serious. There's been a couple times where I've heard.
Well, because
"Dong."
I have my water bottle that has a little hook on it, and I swing my arm, and a kid, I didn't realize, but they got smacked in the forehead with it.
Sucks to suck.
I was like, ugh. So I heard the noise. I was like, ooh.
But then I looked. I was.
But yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff that's become more normal, or not more normal, more like,
Acceptable.
well, like the big movement for women not wearing makeup outside the house.
Free the nipple.
Not wearing bras, not shaving.
Shaving the armpits.
That's where I draw the line.
That grosses me out. Like the whole like armpit thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gross.
So that's
it's like,
been a huge thing on social media about like not doing any of like the eyebrow maintenance.
It's like, oh, and then what's
The-
funny is those same ones will be like, why am I single?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe because like just because you don't want to do this doesn't mean like. Do you think dudes want to shave their balls or do certain things? No, they don't. Like they don't really want to.
Well, here's my question.
But they're not gonna get laid if they- you know what I mean? Like-
if you're letting armpit hair grow out, how
What
do
else
you
you-
effectively put deodorant on?
it's the 70s again.
So now
true.
not only do you have hair there, you have no deodorant on.
What I think is funny too is a lot of them too. They have like the bushy armpit hair, but then they have like half their head shaved or something. It's like, dude, you're missing where the hair should
Yeah, I'm
go.
so
Like,
confused. I'm so confused.
if you look at libs of TikTok, I don't
I've
know,
seen it,
dude,
unfortunately.
it might be the funniest
Yeah.
shit because it's like you just sit there. It gets funny because they're completely retarded, but like it's also cringy because it's like they're actually people that live in
I
the
feel
world
like
right now.
most of those people that have like half the shaved heads and all that stuff actually look like they belong in that movie The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio that we just watched.
Have you seen that movie?
No.
Dude, it's
Basically
weird.
like living off the grid. They
Yeah.
have their own island no one knows about. And
Yeah.
so there's
I like the sounds of that.
no technology there. It's like literally off the grid.
Yeah,
So
it's-
that's what all the people look like there.
But then they're like very culty and like don't let anyone else come to the island. And if they do,
okay.
they yeah,
So it
it's-
gets weird.
yeah, it
Oh.
gets trippy. It has I think Tilda Swinton, right?
Yeah,
The great one or the
Yeah.
ancient one or whatever. Yeah, she
The
has
guild
hair
leader.
though. She's not bald. Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you for watching a clip of the Till Death podcast. Make sure you click the subscribe button. It's right down here.
The minute you do, he's gonna be naked.
Watch.
Pervert.
Gotcha. I mean, I'll man spread a little bit for you. Oh, but before that, while you're looking, you know what? I don't want to take your attention away. Click video. There or there. She's not going to man spread.
Or get naked.
Pervert.